everyone, I'm Roderick Vicente, a caregiver student of St. Augustine School of Nursing. Hi Ma'am Shirley Vicente, I'm Roderick Vicente, your assisting nurse for today. I'm here to help you with your range of motion exercises. Dali lang. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is to make sure that I've raised the bed up to a good working level and put the head of the bed flat. I've washed my hands already before I came to your room. I'm going to start your shoulder now. I'm going to start with flexion, extension of the upper arm, flexion, extension. Now I would roll your arm onto your side so that I could hyperextension the shoulder. Now I'm going to do the abduction and adduction. Abduction and adduction. Next, we'll do rotation of the shoulder outward, rotation, inward rotation, outward rotation, inward rotation. Always make sure that I have the upper arm at 90 degree from the body. Next, I'm going to work on your elbow. Flexion, extension. Flexion, extension. I will also do the supination, pronation. Supination, pronation. Now we'll work on your wrist. I'll start with flexion, extension, hyperextension, flexion, extension, hyperextension. I will turn your hand and I will do radial reflection on reflection, radial reflection on reflection, reflection on reflection. Now I'll work your thumb. Abduction, adduction, abduction, flexion, extension, flexion, extension. Now I will work your fingers, abduction, adduction, abduction, adduction. I will work each finger individually. Now I'm going to do the flexion, extension of the fingers. Flexion, extension, flexion, extension. I'm going to expose only one leg and we will start by working on the hip. The first thing, we'll start by working on the hip. The first thing I'm going to do is flexion, extension, flexion, extension, flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, abduction, adduction, outward rotation, inward rotation, outward rotation, inward rotation, outward rotation, inward rotation. Next, I will work the knee. Flexion, extension, flexion, extension, flexion, extension. Next, we move to the ankle. Plantar flexion, dorsal flexion, plantar flexion, dorsal flexion, plantar flexion, dorsal flexion, inward rotation, outward rotation, inward rotation, outward rotation, inward rotation, outward rotation. Going to work the toes. Adduction, adduction, abduction, adduction, abduction, adduction. Working each toe individually, then we will do flexion, extension, flexion, extension, flexion, and extension. I will then reposition the patient for comfort. Put the bed back in low position with a head